Hey, what's up, my Dragon Legion? How y'all been? Shelly Dragoons. Today we're going to be doing a CardFight Vanguard deck update of my current Kagero DX deck Overlord deck profile. Now, if you Dragoons remember, last week I have already done a deck profile of this deck right here. Now, as I said in that previous video, within a week or so, I will be doing a deck update of that deck, of the same deck right here, such. Now, as I also mentioned in that previous video, there is two versions of this build right here. There's the build we use max copies of the N and the X, or the build where you actually take in the Overlord, the Great build in this deck right here. And in this profile right here, I'm going to be showing you Dragoons a profile where if I were to use the Great right here. Now, I'll link in the description of the previous video for those who are interested. As I mentioned in the previous video, I do prefer that build version over this build right here. However, this build right here, that does not mean that this build right here is a bad build. This build right here actually does have some view advantages over the other build, over the other build instead of this build right here. So, which is actually kind of interesting here. And also, what I really like about this build right here is it allows you to utilize the Legion mechanic very well and very interestingly more often than the standard 4 of hand for the end build than I thought it would. So yeah. So with that being said, let's get right straight on to the deck profile. And before I go on to profile, if you Dragoons are looking at this video right here, and if the view of this camera here looks a lot weird compared to how I normally do my videos, well, it's because my camera stand got broken down, and I just recently brought a new camera stand, but I lost that camera stand. So it will be a while before we can do more profiles with the right actual good camera stand where I can do better quality. So I do humbly apologize, Dragoons. So yeah. So with that being said, let's get right straight on to the profile right now. Shall we, Dragoons? Start off with starting Vanguard, your one Red Pulse Dragon kid. There are some really great other options for Forerunners right now. However, I do feel the Red Pulse Dragon kid is the best option for Forerunners right now because the ability of that you need to get your grade 3 as fast, protect your hand as fast as possible. It is still a very reliable thing, especially right now because you are playing 9 grade 3s instead of 8 grade 3s. So Red Pulse Dragon Kid just allows you to hit more numbers and allow you to get more potential possibilities of get other grade 3s to protect your hand and a lot faster as such. And well, maybe not faster, but just depending on what the situation is. So again, based upon your player's preference. Now for trigger lineup, obviously for heals, no explanation why the heals are so important. And for the trigger lineup, if you Dragoons have saw my videos in the past, I think a lot of you all will see this one from a mile away. But for those who do not know, my favorite trigger lineup is the 6 critical and 6 draw lineup. I may give the 7 critical and 5 draw lineup a chance, depending on what comes up right here. But for right now, I like this build lineup right here. It gives me an equal balance of opportunity to be equally as aggressive, aggressive and inflict as much damage as fast as I possibly can, while still being defensive and be able to draw into what I need to draw into as fast as I possibly can, so I can draw into those cards I really importantly need to draw into as fast as possible. So that's my trigger lineup right here, the 6/6. Can't go wrong with that. And that is it for the trigger lineup. For the grade 1 lineup, we have the 4 Protect Orb Dragons, the next level of Perfect Guards right there. Now, a lot of people have been actually playing regular Perfect Guards over the new Perfect Guards for actually good reasons. Well, I'm not really entirely sure why. If my reading skills is 100% correct, I believe when a Perfect Guard blocks all the attack, it's a guarantee the attack is not going to be blocked off. Whereas the new approved Perfect Guards, there is a way you can stop these Perfect Guards from being able to stop the guarding right there. I believe so. Don't take my word for it. For I could be wrong. I'm only going by what my theory is. But for right now, at the moment, the 4 Protect Orb Dragons is still fine as where he is right now at the moment. Next up, 3 level 4 dragons, just allow you to go instant strike, can't go wrong with that. And of course, typical Kagero staples to most decks, 3 Wyvern Guards and 3 Dragonmon Gojos. Soul Blast 2, draw 1 when he's called, and rest in the pitch card, draw a card, can't go wrong with that. Most Kagero players know these two guys are practically Kagero standards in almost every Kagero deck right now at the moment. So, yeah, can't go wrong with these two guys right here. And that is it for the grade 1 lineup. For the grade 2 lineup, we have 4 Burning Horns, your ideal Vanguard is going to have the word Overlord in it, so he is going to become your special 12k attacker no matter what, as long as your Vanguard is grade 3. Nothing, can't go wrong with that. 4 Burnouts are a really great card with this deck right here. In case you were able to pitch your Overlords for your Stridings or your Perfect Guards, or the effect of your Dragonmon Gojos, or anything etc. such. Or if you just happen to have an extra Overlord in graveyard that was pitched by Perfect Guards or Striding or Persona Blasts or anything such, you have these Burnouts abilities right here to allow you to get your Overlords back into your deck while also giving you the ability to pop off one rear guard that you don't want to deal with. A really great card nonetheless. And 3 copies of Neo Flame Dragon. New card I'm now playing this deck right now, since I am now doing the great build now. Not only is there to be obviously the mate of the great, but another thing that's actually really good about him is he actually does have decent plays. It's actually pretty good. For those who do not know what he does is, during a turn when he's called to field, he gets the ability of Counterblast 1 when a rear guard in the same column in front of this guy is retired. You may pay the cost. If you do, retire another unit in the same column as such. So what it means is, say your opponent has like two rear guards in the same column in front of him and such. You can use it after you use, like, let's say, ability of Burnout or Dragon Overlord the X or anything etc. such. You can use one of those types of cards, ability to pop like 1 or 2 units right there, and then his ability will go off and kill the other unit that did not get killed off yet. So you pretty much get to kill 2 birds with 1 shot right there. So yeah, 3 Neo Flames is definitely pretty good. Yeah, and that is it for the grade 2 lineup. Now for the grade 3 lineup. For the grade 3 lineup, we have 2 copies of Dragon Overlord the Great, Legion 20. His mate is Neo Flame Dragon. What was I gonna say? Okay. Counterblast 1, choose 2 cards in my hand to be retired. Stand his unit back up after he's done battling rear guard. And then he also has the ability of, if his attack is a hit, retire a rear guard that shares the same name as him, and just pop another rear guard your opponent controls. So, really great card right here. Just allows you to just get some extra aggressive power in this. Give you the potential possibility of retire rear guard by just attacking, and then regardless if his attack is hit or not, just stand right back up, go straight for the Vanguard, and depending on what you get on your triggers, he becomes a little bit stronger. And yeah, he just allows you. He's just another great card to help you Legion 2, other than with just your great. He also allows you to just give you some really great push plays here and there with your opponent every now and then. And another thing that's also great about him is, even if this guy is not in Legion, say you have another copy of him on the field, after you attack with him, you can use his third ability to pop your extra rear guardian, the Great, and then you can still be able to pop a rear guard you don't want to deal with. So yeah, the Great, nonetheless, still a great card. No pun intended. Next up, we have 3 the ends. Kind of need the end in order to be able to use the X's Legion such. But even as on his own, he's not really a terrible card. Like, a lot of people kind of shoot down on him and how bad he is if you end up riding into him instead of your X or the Great. Honestly, the end is not as terrible as people like to claim. Now, first of all, we're kind of in a format where people love striding a lot. So even if you do ride into him, you're probably most likely gonna stride anyways. So I don't really see a big deal of him being your Vanguard when that happens anyways. And also, now and then you will potentially possibly be able to go off as Persona Blast by itself. One thing you can definitely do is with a good rear guard boosting him, have him attack one of your opponent's strong, powerful rear guards, like something that has like less than 10k, and then when that happens, you can then further on use the Persona Blast ability, stand right back up, and depending on what you get on your twin drive after the first twin drive, followed by what you get on second twin drive, you can swing at your opponent's Vanguard for some huge, massive amount of damage right there. So, the end, still a great card you don't want to underestimate right there, even without the X by himself on his side. And sadly, the mail didn't come yet. I still have not got my other 2 copies of the X yet. Still only have 2 X's, looking for 2 more. 4 copies of Dragon Overlord DX. Probably right now, the moment, one of the best Kagero cards right now, the moment for Kagero in general. Legion 22, his mate is the end. If his attack, when he first goes into Legion, add any add any card that shares the same name as him or the mate, so you can search out either another DX or AN from your deck to your hand. And if his attack is not hit, Persona Blast, Counterblast 1, pitch another copy of him, and from hand to drop zone. When his attack is not a hit, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards to be retired. So, this gives you a lot of potential push abilities right here, and if you can go off with both Persona Blast abilities, you could really wreck some huge serious plays right here and such. And another thing that's also great is, I think a lot of people may have already pointed this out, is that since your mate is a Vanguard that has an ability that normally goes off when it's a Vanguard circle, you can use both of these guys' abilities when they're both together in the same circle. So, yeah, this right here just gives you a lot of huge advantages and just allows you to just make some huge push plays all day long. So, yeah. That's your 4X's right there. And for the extra deck, I don't really have too much special for the extra deck. For the extra deck, I still have 4 of him, 1 of him, and 1 of him. That's all I'm really doing right now. I do have a plan what I'm going to be doing with the extra deck with Kagero very soon in the near future. But for right now, a lot of things have been kind of tight with me. I am working on getting them very shortly. I do plan on getting of course, the 4 Root Fair Dragon Kings and the new Dragon Overlord, the Ace that we just recently got, which looks fantastic. And yeah, there's still some other things I'm trying to work on as well. I'm trying to get my Norikami Crimson deck together. I'm trying to get my Norikami Big Bang deck together as well. Just a lot of things just kept coming up to where I'm not able to get my stuff together. However, at the time this video is being recorded, it's actually going to be. I actually should have the amount of time off to be able to go to not only Yu-Gi-Oh this weekend on Saturday, but also down where I play my friend locals. We also play CardFight Vanguard tournaments on Sundays. And as far as I've been told, we normally get a huge turnout on Sundays as well for Vanguard, just as well we get for Yu-Gi-Oh. So in the near future, I'll potentially do a Yu-Gi vlog for both Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'll do a Yu-Gi vlog all together with Vanguard as well. And hopefully, I'll be able to pick up the huge amount of Vanguard stuff that I've been lacking on for quite some time. So, with that being said, let me know what Dragoons think about this video in the comment section down below. And I will see you Dragoons around. Hope you Dragoons enjoy this video. Please leave a like and a favorite if you did. It really helps me out a lot. Follow and share this video to other people. It really helps me out a lot. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe today to become part of the Dragon Legion Alliance. And I will see you Dragoons another day. Christian Dragoon, signing out. Peace.